Welcome to STSPN's presentation of the Washington State Boys Lacrosse Championship Division III. Scott Oshman, Steve Sawyer from Starfire Sports Stadium in Tukwila, Washington, just south of downtown Seattle. It's the Bellevue Wolverines and the Mercer Island Islanders. Steve Sawyer, a familiar matchup. It should be an incredible game once again.
Yeah, Scott, these guys have seen each other 6 times since 2010 in the state championship. Bellevue has the nod right now with 4 of those wins, but they definitely know each other really well.
The rain has subsided here in Seattle, which is rare. A happy Memorial Day to everybody on the weekend. Let's start with head coach Ian O'Hearn, who's been there forever, took a little sabbatical in 16, but he's been back. That's keys for Mercer Island, Steve. They are loaded as usual.
So Coach O'Hearn has talked to his players over and over again. You got to limit unforced errors with Bellevue. You can't make those mental mistakes. They want to have a motion offense. It's paramount for them. They need to move the ball. Controlling the face-off is going to be key. Both of these teams have amazing face-off players, so wing play may be the difference here. And they need to limit transition goals. Last time they played, 4 of the 6 goals from Bellevue came off a transition, and they don't want that to happen. They can't have that happen. And they want to force their attack to create their own. They do not want...
We'll get back to that, Steve. That was good. We're going to pause for our national anthem, and we'll get this 3A state championship going. As you were saying, Steve Sawyer, about Mercer Island.
Yeah, last but not least on defense, Coach O'Hearn says, guys, you don't need to press. We have a solid defense. We just need to communicate and play our game.
The crowd is ready. We're ready here. You see Bellevue. They'll be in their dark navy uniforms, and Mercer Island in the white tops and white bottoms on your screen. For Mercer Island, quickly, you gotta cover number 10 and number 11. It's the Maxes, Max Hughes and Max Yusefnia. They call him Yo. 21 goals on the season, both. They've been on fire lately. And speaking of that, how's Bellevue and head coach Nick Walton going to do that?
Yeah, Nick Walton wants his players to disrupt. They need to stick with the fundamentals. They know how they're supposed to play, but they need to disrupt Mercer Island's flow. And they got to make them make their own mistakes. Again, face-off battle is going to be key here. Look for the wings to maybe make the difference. Ball possession is going to be huge in this game. Whoever really possesses the ball the most in this game is probably going to end up being the victor. And they got to play between the lines. All of those extra little intangibles that you have to do to win these games are going to be super important. And they also need to make sure they're taking really high percentage shots. They are looking at a stellar goalie in Eli Swerlin. And they cannot take bad shots against this guy. And this is not a chess match. They're not a whiteboard team. They know what they need to do. This is not going to be a slow-paced situation. Everybody get off your chairs because this is going to be an all-out battle.
2 of the premier programs in the history of boys lacrosse here in the state of Washington. As you said, regular season, it was a doozy down to the wire, went 10-9. At Mercer Island, them winning in overtime. Don't be surprised if we get to OT again today, Steve Sawyer.
Exactly.
As we are ready to go, and this should be outstanding, high-quality lacrosse. Our officials tonight, Wyman Flynn, Keith McPhee, Matt McCarthy, and Matthew Harris. And we talked about face-off possessions, and here we go. Bellevue again in the dark blue tops and bottoms. They have it first. And Wiley Bryant with 10 goals on the year. We'll see how they started off. You spent a lot of time talking to both coaches, Steve, yesterday, and a lot of your state championship calls. I went down on the field, talked to him. I said, are you looking for anything, just tendencies as we start? And both coaches said, first 5 minutes we'll probably see not much. We just got to settle down.
And they actually told me that they don't expect to see any.
And there it is, number 15, Aiden Overton. That was almost kind of a little miss, like a double jog here. What happened?
I think so. Number 23 got picked off of number 99. Free avenue to the cage, took advantage.
And that's going to be his 16th on the year, but he didn't have to burn it.
No.
It was a little finesse shot, and that great goalie, Eli Swerlin, didn't quite know what was going on. As you said, screened there.
Yeah.
1-0 Bellevue. Our scoreboard looking on, we're getting that set up. 11:15 opening minutes. Boy, they did not take much time. We're going to fix the scoreboard here in a second here as Bellevue once again gets off the board. There's another shot, and it's a save by Swerlin.
Yeah, that's the kind of shots I'm talking about, Scott. Do not want to take those 4 shots. We want to take high percentage shots on Mr. Swerlin.
Tommy Frink trying to get through the midfield, and it's going to be dangerous to keep possession of the ball as there's whistles. Now, Mercer Island on offense, Steve, they can hit you from all over. I talked about Max Hughes, Max Yusefna, 21 goals both, but they got Jack Rowe. You got Callum Iverson, who 20-plus goals.
Yeah, they have a lot. They have quite a few guys that can score on this team, and they have some amazing midfielders.
Speaking of the devil, Max Hughes there with a shot wide. And here it comes. And that's 23 in defense, but look at number 21 in dark blue, the first-team All-American, Sam Engelman. That's the matchup. Another one from Hughes, and it's stopped right in the stick of Tyler Lloyd with a 52% save percentage coming into this game.
Yeah, both of these goalies are no slouches. It's going to be a battle in the goalie cage as well. They are going to all have to take high percentage shots. It's going to be very important for them today.
Dillon trying to rock it. Stopped by the Islanders. Whistles, though, back behind the play. And Bellevue's going to come up with it. Wiley Bryant one more time, the captain midi. Senior-laden team here for Bellevue.
And Scott, you were talking about earlier how when you were interviewing the coaches, is there that little thing that they're going to see? The coaches told me these guys have no secrets. They know each other way too well. There's nothing that they haven't seen before, or there's nothing that they're going to see that they haven't seen before.
There's a turn and a shot. It's going to go wide for Sean Quigley. And Sean Quigley, we can't talk enough about him. That's what Ian O'Hearn's worried about. That's what they're trying to a quick stick cross crease there. Mercer Island comes up with it, and he gets hammered. And we've already got a little timeout. That's Yusefna, and Yo cannot get hurt. Number 11 in white for Mercer Island. He looks like he's okay.
I think they might have got a little high up on Yo. Could have got a little bit of the helmet in that one.
As the rain, the mist starts to come down here. And the officials going to be talking about it. That's Wyman Flynn, Matt McCarthy, and Matthew Harris there. Keith McPhee there at the table, and this is going to be pivotal. Bellevue up 1-0, 9:02 left to go. Glad you're with us. And it looks like it's going to be Mercer Island, and it's don't see any other indication of if there's a penalty. So Mercer Island here trying to even this one up. They go hard and they go fast. And there it is. Cole Drayton ties it up. That's just a step down bouncer.
So I was saying that earlier. Mercer Island actually has some snipers from the outside on the midfield. Cole Drayton, one of their big men, comes down and throws an absolute laser of a bouncer past Lloyd Tyler. Just amazing shot.
We're all tied up. They went to overtime. That Ian O'Hearn asking before the game, the officials making sure he understands who he goes to with the timeout as the ball on the ground. Still up for grabs. A lot of white jerseys though, and they come up with it, and then as soon as they do, they're lost. Big check in the middle, flag is up. Mitch Fisher comes up with it for Mercer Island. We'll wait till the dead ball. Pretty sure Jasper Svensson's going to get the flag when we do get a dead ball.
Scott, I don't know if they can hear this stuff at home, but this crowd is absolutely going
they are
crazy.
Both sides. High top. Shot didn't go out. Looks like it dropped from his cross there.
I think it went to the back of a defender for Bellevue. So
nobody being shy early here, Steve Sawyer.
No, they're going to want to hit early. They're going to want to hit often, and they're going to want to take advantage of these opportunities when they see them, because they're not going to give each other a lot of opportunities. They know each other really well.
Now the foul is administered here, but it stays Mercer Island ball. Jack Rowe, 3 in white. He's got 7 goals on the season. Back in. Bodies flying everywhere. And that's outside. It's going to go to the Wolverines.
That's exactly what Coach O'Hearn was talking to his team about. We got to limit those unforced errors. And
well, there's a forced error. Picks up. Peyton Jordan, 14 in white, gets it. Boy, the midfield.
That's what you do, Scott. You make a mistake, you come right back and take it.
Tough sledding, all tied at 1. 7:16 left in this first quarter. Didn't have a playoff or championship in 2021. And there's a shot wide by Max Hughes. Quick timeout here on the ball, instructing the our ball boys here where they want the balls. Here it comes, back to action here, ripping around. High ball, and now it's a fight in the middle of the field. It's going to go Bellevue.
So that's the over and back rule, Scott. Once you have the ball on your offensive end, you can't let it go back into the defensive end unless the ball has changed possession.
Quigley with it behind the cage. Can't talk enough about that young man. 18 goals, 16 assists coming in, big-time point leader.
Yeah.
First team All-American senior.
Definitely one of their studs.
Should see 21 in white usually, and there it is. There's the matchup right now that both coaches have been watching all year long and want to watch today. They know the kids, they know each other, they play a lot of summer ball. Both these coaching staff knows, tries to flip it back over.
Yeah, with this matchup, Scott, you're really going to see Quigley probably not taking a lot of shots, but you're going to see him with a bunch of feeds from this situation.
Cole Ederer tried to fly one in there just a little high. And that goalie for Mercer Island, you talked about it, Eli Swirling. Boy, stopped 50 out of 90 shots coming into today's game. They're going to have to move him between the pipes. And there's a ball down. There's a turnover. And MI comes up with it. Max Hughes, is he going to go coast to coast? No, this time he'll pause for the substitutions. And there he gets it. Now he goes off. Jack Rowe will take charge and gets it back over. Thinking about it. He's going to shoot. Not there is Yusefna. They call him Yo. 21 goals, 11 assists. First team Kinko. Just a junior. There he is. Step down. Did it get in? Yes.
Yo!
Is on the board. And Mercer Island up 2-1.
So I said, Scott, these midfielders are absolute snipers from the outside.
They don't need to be doorstep either, do they?
No, and I don't want to see Bellevue press out on the wings, but they definitely need to press out on some of these middies. They cannot let them take those open shots.
Off a turnover, Mercer Island takes advantage, and there's that face-off, but the long pole comes in and gets it. Tommy Frink. Big pickup there. Both coaches worried about face-off. They know how competitive that's going to be at X, right at the dot in the middle. And now Bellevue's defense going to be tasked one more time. Nothing fancy here, Steve. Straight man-to-man defense.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Bellevue's pressing on him so much, but that's exactly what Coach Eno Hearn wanted them to do. They wanted to force them to press out and force them to make the mistakes. The farther you press, the longer you have to slide.
But they get it that time. Carter Cussetto can't hold on. Here comes Bellevue. There's a shot, a fire burner. Not sure if Eli got a hand or a stick on it. Look out below. Bellevue moving quickly. Squigley almost got it. Quigley, excuse me.
He is being squiggly.
He is, Sam Quigley. Gets it back, shot, now it's not there. Xander Peck there, number 7 in blue with it. Throws it around. Head coach Doug Welton wondering if MI, sometimes they can throw a little zone at you. He hasn't seen it, but he's curious to see if it'll come out today at all. Quigley working around the crease. You can see the attention that young man gets.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to see a lot of different looks from Mercer Island. You're going to see the same stuff they do all the time. They get accused sometimes of just doing the same thing over and over again, but the way Coach explains it to me is, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Jasper now with it, 4 in blue. Looks, gets it back. Quigley. Keeping a long pull on him. Has an edge. Tries to hop through and a little short shot. It's not there, but it's recovered the rebound there for Bellevue.
Good thought, but I think he needed a little bit more angle on that shot.
Jasper. Bouncer in.
I think he got a little twist action on that ball.
It's 14th goal of the year, and it comes to tie it up. 2:39 left to go in this first quarter. Everything we thought it would be, Steve Sawyer.
Yeah, these teams are so evenly matched, Scott. They know each other so well. And lo and behold, guess what? It's 2-2.
Jasper, the face-off. duties for Bellevue after scoring that goal, but it's picked up this time by MI. Get the midi unit on. Now they'll set it up. Mercer Island. Girls won their second state championship just last week right here at Starfire and took the trophy to the Roanoke, and I'm sure the men's side, the boys' side wants to be there too. There's a shot. Nice save. That was Max Hughes once again. Max Hughes hasn't met a goal he didn't like, I don't think. He is firing. Good pass. It ain't off the pipe. Callum Iverson had a good feed. MI again on the attack. Low, and it's saved. What a save by Lloyd. Big clear, but it's cut off. And here's Bellevue. That was a big save, Steve.
Yeah, it was a nice shot. I mean, great shot. He had a good screen on it, but I'd like to see him change levels. I'd like to see him go low to high on that.
Dylan Hune getting checked a little bit, and we have a timeout. Bellevue. Settle in. 1 minute under to go. You'll see the official time being taken on the field as we go 1 minute. Come back right after this. You're watching Washington Boys Lacrosse Finals. This is the championship right here on STSPN. Back here, Starfire Sports Stadium in Tukwila, Washington, just south of Seattle, right near the airport. And I'll tell you what, engines are flying high early in this 3A state title, Steve Sawyer.
Not only are the two teams fired up on the field, teams are fired up on the sidelines, but these fans are fired up.
Standing room only here at Starfire. Student sections out on a Saturday as Bellevue trying to get a lead with Sean Quigley. 24 in blue. A lot of things go through him. Ball down. Bellevue able to pick it back up. These two teams have faced each other, as you said, Steve, so many times. These coaching staffs know each other so well. It's like looking in the mirror. There's a step-down shot, and that's 99. We haven't talked a lot about him, but maybe we should now. Owen Lombardi with his 23rd and takes the lead for Bellevue.
Yeah, that was awesome. They gave him a little bit too much room on that. Very short shot, but man, he just threw a laser into the back of the net.
Just a sophomore, 22 goals on the year. He likes what he saw.
You cannot let any of these Bellevue shooters be that close to the goal.
And they key off Quigley, but they got other weapons, as we've talked about. Overton, Hune, you got Lombardi.
Oh yeah, you do not have some sleepers. They are stacked Yes, they run the ball through him a lot, but they're stacked with shooters.
Jasper gets it one more time on the faceoff, which is critical. This ball in the mid, not able to pick it up is Mercer Island. Long range bomb there by 39. Now sticks get caught up in the bottom of your screen there. Jimmy Grieve wanted to fly it out. We got a timeout on the field. Seconds left in just this first quarter. Bellevue with a 1-goal lead. Come on back on STSPN.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Hit us up on all social at STSPN, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it doesn't matter. Look to the YouTube channel as well at STSPN. We'll put your comments up here on the broadcast. We're coming to you live today, 4K. Big pipe out of Starfire Sports Stadium, and there's been a lot of high-powered action here, Steve Sawyer. Unbelievable. It's not a chess match, but maybe it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're not disappointing. It is a little bit lower scoring than I thought it would be right at this time. But you know what? They do know each other so well. There's no secrets between these two teams. They know exactly what each other's going to do. It's really going to come down who performs better, who is going to execute the best.
So many state championships between these two programs. They've sent so many high-profile players, Steve, on to big D1 as it's Memorial Day, it's championship weekend. Also at the college level, the preps, boy, Cornell, Princeton, bringing it to the Final Four today. And it's been big over the years, and these two programs sending a lot of kids to big-time college lacrosse.
Yeah, for sure. They are competitors. I mean, Mercer Island, they've been in 16 of the last 24 state or 20 state championships.
That's all they know. I don't remember, it was years ago I did my first Bellevue Mercer Island game at Bellevue, and I was just floored. First of all, it was packed. They were tailgating before the game. It was great. It felt like East Coast.
But that's what you love to see. I mean, everybody's been talking about how lacrosse is such a fast-growing sport, maybe the fastest-growing sport in the entire nation. But it's grown so fast in the Northwest over the last 20 years.
Obviously, that was the end of the first quarter, not a timeout. So we're in second quarter action here. Bellevue with a 1-goal lead. There's Jimmy trying to get another one, the long pole. It'll be the Islanders' ball. Mercer. Not too much traffic so far. Bringing it up is Emmett. Hassan Earl coming in. Finally gives it up as they substitute the units. Mercer Island, what do they got to do here to get this thing tied up, Steve?
I think they want to they got to get ball movement. They got to just not pass it around the outside. They need to do some skip passes, get some 2v2 going. Draw that double team and look for the dump.
Gets it back out. There's 11. There's the other Max. Yo has it. He has one. Working on that left side, looking at the angles, trying to find an alley in this tough Bellevue defense. Hughes. Feeling it.
Yeah, you're definitely not getting in there easy, Scott. You're going to pay the price if you're trying to get close to the goal.
Bryant making sure there's some good old-fashioned love taps happening as they try to attack it now from behind the cage. Looks like they're Going to work it around. And there's a flag up.
So like they're getting a slash on number 17.
Peyton Jordan there. Kept his cool and has it. Fisher now. Trying to get a look, trying to find somebody to cut. Quick passes. Thinks about it, does Jack Rowe. So they're moving the ball a lot, Steve.
Yeah, motion, motion, motion.
Sun kind of creeping out here. Conditioning probably not a factor for these two teams at all. Iverson. And that's going to be an over and back. So that's a costly turnover for Uno Hearns Club.
But they had the penalty, so it comes right back.
And that will be a slash, right? On 17. Brooks Johnson's going to sit, so
1 minute in the sin bin.
we have a minute. We have a man-up opportunity here for the Islanders.
So let's see if they can take advantage of this. Their motion was working. They were doing really well with the ball movement, but not a lot of movement off ball.
Try to get it through the crease, tough traffic, but they come up with it again. Bellevue knowing the two Maxes, 10 in white, Max Hughes 11. Yo. Low high? No. That one off the stick of Lloyd. .848 left to go in the second quarter. Mercer Island on a man-up opportunity. Jasper gets it off. Now there's trouble in the midfield. Ball down, but MI will come up with it. Looked like Max looked over to see if that penalty was released yet. There's a step-down bouncer. It's going to go high into the back. Shot there by Jack Rowe.
A little too far in front of the cage, got bounced over the top. Those are the ones you got to get them on cage.
Now there's whistles. Are we off sides? Directing Aiden Overton, 15 in blue, out of your screen to go back on the other side of the midline. So now the official's getting it back going up in the far corner. If you're Mercer Island, you get man up, you got to take advantage, don't you, Steve?
Yeah, you definitely got to take advantage. Unfortunately, they got their release now, so all even.
Well, one down. Nothing to show for it there, but they'll try it again. There's a low one, but it's scooped up relatively easy there, but big 55, Lloyd.
Yeah, again, good look, but not changing any levels. Going low to low. They're going to track that every single time all the way in. You got to change your levels.
Here comes the Wolverines. Shoots and scores. No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. It's wide. I thought that was that was Overton. Overton, I think, raised his. I was watching his stick. He was frustrated he missed that one.
Yeah, he knows that he's not going to get a lot of those opportunities, and when they get them, they got to take advantage.
Bryant working the top. Lombardi got one. There, squeaks in. He gets a clean shot, but a nice save from Eli. And that was Quigley. Boy, you give Quigley a little room like that.
Yeah, that's one guy you don't want to see anywhere near the cage.
He was very close. Bryant. Not this time. With a 1-goal lead with 7:13 left in the second quarter. So much experience on both these coaching staffs. You talk about the Bellevue coaching staff. Hank Betsky having so many years. I remember, I think I did a game of his. Another shot wide or too high there for Quigley. Oh, and they're going to say, wait, is it Mercer Island ball?
Yeah, Scott, this Bellevue coaching staff has over 40 years experience in the Bellevue program.
Now it's going to stay Wolverine ball. Nico Sia has it, 19 in blue with this ball, and now he gets it off. There's another shot, just a little high.
Top height.
Oh, and Lombardi wanted goal number 2 on the state championship. And Bellevue, though, keeping at it.
Got a little rain coming down now, Scott. What that's gonna do is it's not gonna affect the turf, but it is gonna affect their sticks, and they do something called they're bagging out, and so they're gonna get a little deeper, and the ball's not gonna come out the same way.
Lombardi working the right side. '23 in white, Henry Dumler, the great defenseman on that right side, now looking up, trying to take Lombardi. Here's a rip from downtown. Wiley Bryant, the senior captain. Wolverines up 4-2.
That's what they do, Scott. These guys all have, both these teams have brutal midi lines. And there you go, senior midi captain, just absolute laser.
Sometimes you get lulled to sleep a little bit. And another big face-off. Jasper with it. Going all the way, this time save by Eli Swirlin. Boy, the pinch and pop. Jasper said, let me just do it myself.
Yeah, Mercer Island does not want them to start getting that going.
Sean Quigley, still not a goal yet today. Number 24 in blue got the ball. Getting pushed out there by Tommy Frank, and there it is. It couldn't last for long.
Scott, I think you forgot to knock on wood, because right after you said it, he comes and scores.
He does so much. It's not just the goals. He dishes. He gets the ground balls. He gets the loose balls.
He drives their offense. He definitely does. But, man, when he gets to score, it's pretty.
5-2 Bellevue. Now Mercer Island at a big face-off. Get there by Xander Peck. That was critical for the Islanders here.
And that's the way it goes, Scott. Lacrosse is made up of a bunch of runs, and you may see Mercer Island, this is usually what happens, score one goal, and then they go on their own run.
Ian O'Hearn, he wants to talk about it. 4:30 left in the second quarter. Bellevue 5, Mercer Island 2. We'll be back in a minute on STSPN. Kids are into it. Rain or shine, they don't care. It's the 2022 state championship on the line, and their Bellevue Wolverines so far in control here, 5-2. They're only up on one on faceoffs here, early going, Steve. It felt like Bellevue's had more. They're up 5-4 on faceoffs.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to that key that I was talking about before. It's that play between the lines. And possession is going to be key. Faceoff doesn't always dictate who gets the ball and who's going to have possession, but whoever ends up having it for the most amount of time with these two teams is probably going to be the one that ends up winning.
Max Hughes with it now. Purveying the defense, trying to get some space. He hit a little, if he could beat his man, had some room there. And they get it back over. Max Yusefnia, they call him Yo. He's got one of the goals. He likes that left side. And from center hash right there, he goes. He rips it and finds the corner, yes or no? That is a goal. A little bit late on the delivery, and you see it right here, Steve.
Number 10, 1-0, Yo!
No, that's Max Hughes.
Oh, my bad. Max Hughes.
The other Max.
Junior midfield, 21 goals on the season, number 22.
He had 4 goals in the semifinal win over Hermanston. He has been hot lately. Max Hughes puts it up, and right now, 2-point difference here. 3:56 left to go in this first half. Bellevue with another big pickup for Wiley Bryant. Bryant with the ball. Shoots wide. Bryant wanted to quiet this crowd. Get that lead back up.
Yeah, they do not want Mercer Island to go on their own run, so I think Bellevue's going to want to settle it a little bit here.
Now they work off the substitutions. Get the different line in there. Jasper back over. Quigley with his first goal today, the last one, and now they work from behind the cage. Tight games always, Steve, as you talked about, even a lot of the different championships for these two squads. There's Quigley one more time. He shoots. It's denied. And it's going to be Mercer Island ball. Good hustle there by Sam Engelman, the All-American in his own right. As the goalie will walk it out. And there he is, Sam Engelman, just tremendous senior defenseman. First team All-American. Does it all. So Mercer, chance to pull within one here. Jack Rowe on the far side, now he gets it up top. Hughes.
Yeah, watch for those mini snipers from the top again.
There's a low to high, but way too high for Jack Rowe, the senior captain. He'd like to add a goal to this. 2:27 left. Open right in front of the net. See you later, Mitch Fisher.
Senior attack, got to get TAC involved too. Can't have the middies doing all the work.
But what a dish. Left him absolutely wide open. And we got a 1-goal game, just like that, with 2:11 left here in the second quarter of the state championship. Little delay here, we had some fans over on the end line out of your screen. And you can see hands on hips already, Steve Sawyer. New this year, cannot put 1D down on the face-off. It's a standing face-off. And Jasper comes up with a big one. Bellevue, they'd like to increase this lead before we go into half. Under 2 to go. Under a minute, the official clock is taken down on the field, so you'll see 1 minute on your screen, and then it's taken down on the field as Bellevue changes personnel. So Bellevue's got to be happy. They got it going offensively, Steve.
Yeah, but they do not want Mercer Island to get on one of those rolls. So this game is going to go back and forth. You're going to see it. There's going to be run after run after run, and it's just going to go back and forth and back and forth. But I bet you when we get to the end of the game, you're going to see it as a one-goal game.
Bryant working it back over now to the top. Weaving now, he's checked. Did he lose it? He picks it back up. Overton. Persistence pays off. Drayton. Right into the stick of Lloyd. Under a minute to go now to be taken on the field.
Yeah, Scott, those are those kind of possessions where you want to get a little bit deeper because it's too easy for the goalie to stop, and all that's going to do is change the possession.
Nick Welton, I think he wants to set up an offensive play here to see if he can get one before halftime. We'll step away right here on STSPN.
Shub, what's the goals on?
Back here, STSPN bringing you 4K streaming, live streaming. Hit us up on social, on Twitter. We're at STSPN. Just a few seconds to go left in this first half. It has been everything and more we thought it would be. Scott Oshman along with Steve Sawyer. 1-goal game. And here we go. Jasper Svensson with the ball. Gets it over to Bryant.
Yeah, they're going to want to slow this down, Scott, and they're going to look for a really good shot. They don't want to take a quick shot. They don't want to just take a shot just to put one on cage. They want a good quality shot.
Engelman comes out to greet Quigley. Quigley got his first goal. That's the last one for Bellevue. The spin move, but Engelman gets the best of him, and Mercer Island picks it up. And just a flyer, but the half, yes, we didn't hear the horn. The crowd is so good, we didn't hear the horn. Or is that the horn, or is that a timeout?
Yeah, I think that was Mercer Island timeout.
You think it was? Yes. It is. Timeout on the field. Well,
Coach O'Hearn with the smart thought.
I don't know how many seconds are left, but he wants to draw it up. We'll pause right here. See if Mercer Island can tie it up going to half. All right, back here, Scott Oshman, Steve Sawyer with you, the STSPN crew. And just a few seconds left in this first half, and the Islanders see if they can at least get a shot off, Steve. Here comes Hughes. Drop down, and not there, and that is going to be the half. Bellevue holding on with a 1-goal lead. The 3-8 2020 state championship still up for grabs. We'll take a break at halftime. You're watching STSPN.
Right side is brought down for
player of the game, senior libero Lauren Riskill has control.
Championship district tournaments, we have it here on STSPN.
Bounce like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
All righty. Just about to get under the way of the second half. Scott Oshman, Steve Sawyer here, STSPN. You can see how these teams got here, Steve. On the Bellevue side, they had to kind of come through Bonnie Lake. That other side, they had a game against Snohomish. Great job of Snohomish, first time coming back there as the split there, getting to the semifinals. And Mercer Island getting over Stanwood, and they had to get through Hermiston, who survived 2 overtimes, 8-2, 8-7 win over Roosevelt. But that's how they got here.
Yeah, they had, I mean, both of these teams are used to getting here, and so I don't think that they had a super difficult time in making it here, but kudos to all the other teams that had a great showing against these guys.
So here we go, Steve. As predicted, as everyone kind of expected, a 1-goal game here at halftime. What do you see happening here? Let's start with Mercer Island. How do they get back and get this lead?
Well, one of the things I want to point out is they're really evenly matched, too. Not one player has more than 1 goal. So you have Yo with the goal, you have Hughes with the goal on Mercer Island, Drayton, Fisher. And then on the Bellevue side, you got Quigley with his first goal, Overton, Lombardi, Bryant, and Svensson. They all have 1 goal. So very even.
Any other stats from our unofficial statistician? Big shout out here, Shelby Sawyer, helping us out.
The one thing we were talking about is the face-off. Big deal at the face-off. Face-offs, Bellevue 7, Mercer Island 3.
And Mercer Island gets it again if he can get through the washing machine there. My goodness. Tommy Frink, he makes it through the tumble dry, and he is successful getting Mercer Island, see if they can tie it up.
But yeah, when you're asking, I mean, what do you do to come back? I mean, they're 1 goal down. They got to play their game. They know what they need to do. They know what the fundamentals are. It's been pounded into their head over and over and over again. Now they have to execute.
Iverson still with it, trying to get it back over. He does to Jack Rowe, 3 in white. Coming down the alley here. Ooh, had a look there. Wow.
Oh, right into the back leg at number 7. Ouch.
And trying to hold him off. And Yo, they took a gamble. Didn't pay off. Bellevue ball. He was waiting to see if it was going to be foul or fair, right?
Landon Johnson taking it from him.
Bryant's big today with the ball. Shoots, and he gets it.
Mr. Quigley.
Bryant had it, saw Quigley wide open right on the doorstep, and Quigley now has 2.
Quigley Squiggly.
So Mercer Island trying to be patient on their settled offense on the other side. Didn't have it, got the turnover, and then Bellevue strikes quickly. And one of the things you said at the show open here, Steve, is when they're meeting earlier this year in the 10-9 win for Mercer Island, Bellevue had 5 of their 6 goals on transition. That's right what we just saw.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Mercer Island can't let them get started on, because that's where Quigley's going to shine. Yes, he's an initiator on the offense, but the biggest thing is he's a fantastic disher.
He's got the ball. Jasper got it on the faceoff again. Here is Quigley. He's getting a lot of attention. There's, Engelman. Engelman draws right in the back of the net. Quick shot by Quigley, not there. And Eli way away from the crease safely.
Swirling bails him out that time.
Yes. Tough pass, shreds the needle. Another tough pass, and it ends up in a turnover.
Wow. That's what they talk about. They got to limit those, Scott. They got to limit those unforced errors. When they get the ball, you got to possess the ball.
Big swing and hack there by Tommy Frink. And he caused a turnover. It'll be MI ball. Great effort there.
Yeah, that's the epitome of what this game is like, just all out.
Junior midi 18. Davis Johnson with the rock. Oh, the defenseman. You know, it's your plight in life, Sawyer. They don't get enough credit. They're like offensive linemen, right? Nobody talks enough about them. There's not enough stats.
No, it's a huge part of the game. People don't realize how much goes into playing defense. They're not just there and they're good athletes. There's so much communication that goes on. There's so much talking from the goalie, telling their defense where the ball is.
Hughes, and this one finds the net of Mr. Lloyd. Well, that time they took a quicker shot.
No, and it wasn't a bad shot, but they got to change. They got to change levels. They got to make it hard on the goalie.
Here's that transition. Bryant, nobody there. Good save there by the Mercer Island. The ball pops back up. Lloyd doing everything he can.
There's transition MI on their own.
.820 left on this third quarter. I know your clock says 1 minute as there's a flag. And the crowd does not like the call, Steve Sawyer.
I missed that. I don't know if that was a slash in the middle of the field or what it was.
Our clock here, we know, is not accurate. It's 8:12 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to try and fix that for you. There's all kinds of action going on right in front of us. Not really too many open seats available here.
No.
Both squads coming hard.
Standing room only.
Time-honored tradition. These two getting together. So as they sorted all of that out, do we have a penalty box? We got somebody in the penalty?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mercer's Island's got man up right here for a short period of time towards the end of the.
Clock is back functional. Thank you, Todd Elvig, our engineer and executive producer, 5-tool player. Mercer Island now. Got to keep this close.
Yeah, these are the kind of opportunities that they need to take advantage of.
Davis Johnson working on the far side. Now he gets it back up to Jack Rowe. Jack Rowe now gets it to Hughes. Hughes being pressed. Schneider on him, 27 in blue, keeping track. Rowe thinks about it, fakes now. Here's a shot from Max Josepna. Yo tries to pull one through, but can't get it. It will stay Islander possession. Might see on your screen, I think there's all the cottonwoods coming down. Little sunshine here. Rowe! Wide. Now you see Mercer Island, though. If they're throwing it, they're getting some shots off.
No, No, but I don't think they're taking high percentage shots. They really need to move the ball, do a couple skip passes, maybe get some 2v2 going and find an open man.
Iverson. High again. Backed up there by Peyton Jordan, 14 in white.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Scott. They got some snipers on the midfield, like I've been saying, that can just absolutely throw lasers. But
oh, my! Absolutely crushed is Callum Iverson as he went through the crease. He hit a door jam. MI comes up with it. That was a big, big hit. Rowe using the left. Now he switches, goes right, back out. And here's Callum Iverson, 17, looking for more. Got the long pull on him. Hard shot up top by Hughes.
you see Bellevue defense doing exactly what coach wants them to do. They got their stick on their hands at all times, and they're not letting them make easy passes or take easy shots. Disruption.
Now Fisher takes it. Fisher's got one goal in this championship. Good catch there by Hughes. Hughes trying to find an alley, get some room. If nothing else, they're getting Bellevue. Here's a chance. Shoots and scores! Max Yo comes in with his second, and the timing couldn't be better.
Scott, do you think that this would stay untied for very long? Of course not.
Not quite there, but he brings it within one. '23rd goal of the year for the junior midfielder. As a face-off, and Mercer Island gets it. Xander coming up big. 7 in white. So can they tie it up? 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's not prime time, Steve, but it plays like a prime time game, doesn't it?
Yeah, these guys know what's on the line here. They know how important this game is, and they know that they're going to put everything they have into it.
Johnson gets it back off. Now up top. Here's Rowe. Rowe looking for the pick. Doesn't see it. Gets it back over to Hughes. Hughes, top shelf, tries it. A good save there by Lloyd. Boy, he had it right down Broadway, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a bomb, and that was an amazing save by Lloyd.
Lloyd. Here's the Bellevue, that transition we talked about. So lethal. Dillon looking for help. Lombardi has one. He gets it. Now they'll bring it back up top. Back to a one-goal game. Bryant, he's been massive today with the ball on his stick. Finding everybody. Jasper up top. Loses it. Bellevue comes up with it, still on the ground. Now hits galore, and Overton gets up 15, and it's going to stay Bellevue ball. Be careful if that ball comes out your stick.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be on the ground.
Close the shutters, kids. Things are going to start flying at you. Bellevue one more time. I'd like to stretch this to 2. No shot clock in high school lacrosse. Under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Bryant once again loses it on the backside of his stick.
Pocket.
That's a dropper, backhand dropper right there, and here comes MI. Little push there on Drew Fisher.
Those are borderline pushes from behind, Scott, but they're letting them play today.
No worse for wear. Max Hughes, the junior, will wait for reinforcements. So another chance to tie it before we go any further. Almost 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter here. The 2020 state championship on the line.
Yo's had the hot hand.
Yo with the left side is blocked and saved. Now the rebound up for grabs. Big game so far for Lloyd in goal for Bellevue, don't you think, Steve?
Yeah, Lloyd is, I mean, both of the coaches told me that these guys have to stand on their head today anyway, and both of them have not disappointed. These goalies are amazing today.
Bellevue with another chance here to stretch the lead just a little bit. No breathing room for either. Dylan Hoyne comes in. He's got the ball working behind the cage. Now he'll get it back out. Quigley will flip it up top. Luke. Blake Willing there with the ball. Number 6 in blue, now back at Quigley. They're giving him a right side. I guess they want him to shoot. He does. Right corner. Swirling gets a little metal on it. Boy, they gave him that right side clean.
Well,
no help.
I also think he had a whole lot more green to run into the goal. He should have taken a lot more steps and taken a much better shot.
No help on that right side at all.
No.
And Quigley.
I mean, the coaches told me that they rely on their defense. They trust them, and you're not going to see a bunch of slides for double teams. You're going to see a lot of man-on-man. They got great matchups.
It's always about matchup. And, again, they're high school kids. As both coaches said, you just don't know who's going to show up. Good day, bad day, they're kids. Ball on the ground. Under 1 minute to go. Now the clock being taken down at the field. And here comes MI, Tommy Frink. He has been all over today as well. Able to pick it back up is Emmett. And what's the call? We're not sure what the call was. We're already looking around here if there was an offsides, illegal. I don't know what was going on. Nonetheless, Bellevue has it. Seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Mercer Island was offsides, but now they just switch it right back with a bad pass.
There we go. Must be seconds left. Ball up in the air, tried to swat it, and it'll end up in Lloyd's stick, and that'll do it for 3 quarters, just as we planned. We head to the fourth. Bellevue hanging on with a 1-goal lead. Do not go anywhere. You're watching State High School Boys Lacrosse on STSPN.
very suspect.
Well, it all comes down to this. It's 4 quarters. 12 minutes left in this 3A state championship. Mercer Island, Bellevue in a very familiar place. As you see, both squads trying to get their fans jacked up with a 1-goal lead. The Bellevue fans right below our position. And Mercer Island just as loud on the other side. It's a rowdy atmosphere here at Starfire. They got the youth playing behind us on the fields. They got all-star games going. It is Lacrosse Haven here on this Memorial Day Saturday weekend, as Jasper brings up another one. So somebody, as usual, they just got to make a one-on-one play here. Bellevue looking up top. Bryant.
Yeah, they're not looking for ISOs necessarily. I mean, they're looking for ball movement. They want to get motion. They want to make Mercer Island make the mistakes. But to do that, you got to get slides going, and you got to get them making the second and third slides and making those mistakes. So Bellevue has an opportunity to find the open man.
Senior captain goalie, one right between the pipes, Eli Swirlin. First team all-conference. Like to make one more stop here. No championships, no playoffs for a couple years. So both these teams and the coaches talking about, they're so excited to have this back.
Yeah, I think everybody's just been absolutely wasted and tired from these last 2 years that everybody's had to experience, and there's just nothing better than being back on this field for these championships.
Bryant up top. Now he's looking. He's going to run all the way around. Tommy Frink, though, giving him something to think about. Quigley now with the ball. He's got 2. Quigley again! And he denied it, and Swirlin didn't know where it went.
Quigley paid for that one a little bit.
Big stop for Mercer Island. Swirlin now tried to clear with a bouncer, and did he get there? Diving, trying to get the loose ball.
So loose ball push on Bellevue.
Wow, what a play. What a save by Mercer Island just to keep that ball in. Fisher. Now the ball's down away on the other side. There's a collision with Lombardi coming up with the ball in his stick. Quickly from one end to the other. 9:27 left in this one. Quick inside. Dylan couldn't quite hold on to the feed.
Yeah, nice check by the defense on that one to not let him get that pass.
Quigley gets it back out. Overton, 15 in blue. Going to work. Drew Fisher on him. Overton now. Got a short stick. He beats him, goes to the crease, it's in, and he scores! What a move by Aiden Overton, the senior.
He's got Aiden Overton with second of the day, making things happen. When we talk about Bellevue wanting to be disruptive, they don't only want to be disruptive on defense, they want to be disruptive on offense, and you didn't see the slide coming from Mercer Island. You get the one-on-one, and you got beat.
Talked about it on the other possession, right? They gave him that room over there. He had a short stick on him and no help, and Overton with a great move got right to the crease. And here's MI.
Yeah, that's one of the things both coaches talked about as well, is they wanted to utilize their matchups. They wanted to take advantage of opportunity matchups.
Xander, number 7, the face-off captain, does his job. Emmett, 28 in white, gets it off. Now they go to work. Iverson, 17 in white, thinks about it. Now we'll get a sub. Senior Jack Rowe. Boy, these seniors, it means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, these guys have been playing together. Most of them have been playing together since 3rd, 4th grade. Some of them even kindergarten and 2nd grade.
Hughes gets it off. There's a step down by Rowe. It's blocked. Another good save there by Lloyd. You know, all the talk, rightly so, by the Mercer Island goalie, Eli Swirlin, but Lloyd has come up huge today.
Yeah, Lloyd has been on fire. He had to play this way, and he's doing exactly what he needs to do to keep these guys on top right now.
2-goal lead, but tons of time. 7:30 left in this one. Wiley Bryan, again, another senior captain, 7 in blue, gets it over to Quigley.
So Bellevue Scott's going to want to slow it down a little bit here again and try to take advantage and create one of those opportunities yet again.
When do you go and put some pressure on these guys? It's risky.
Yeah, I don't think Mercer Island is worried about right now. They don't want to press out right now. It's the sky's not falling yet. They want to be patient. They want to play their game. But they got to hit those slides.
Hudson Everton, the junior long stick midi, working defense over there. Now it gets back into Aiden Overton. Working behind the cage. Bellevue taking their time. Bryant now. See what he likes. They're giving the left side. Straight in places. Quickly. Step down, a little wide. Swirling got a knee on it maybe. Under 6 to go. Mercer Island wants to take a state title from Bellevue. Jasper goes up top, looks about it, thinks. Mercer Island had an overtime win early in the regular season. Always a juggernaut, raucous crowd there in overtime.
Scott, I want to give a shout out to head coach Nick Welton. He's got some family watching out today in Idaho.
Fantastic. Jasper now with it. Bryant. Quickly loses it, but quickly gets it again. Yeah, we talked about again John Bauman, who has many of the state titles early in Bellevue's lacrosse history. Now in Oregon, I think. O'Hearn and Bauman went at it for these state titles for so many years. Now Bellevue just holding the ball, possession. 4:59 left. There's a 1-goal difference at halftime. Drop ball, here's Islanders' chance.
And that's exactly what Mercer Island's looking for. Is they're going to let them play, they're going to let them make their own mistakes, but now they got to utilize, or they got to take advantage and execute off this mistake.
Junior Max Hughes with it in his stick as he passes it out front. Rowe, the captain, senior. Callum tries to get it inside, not there. Now batting at it. Great pickup there by Landon Johnson, 21 in blue. And now and they get a call, I think. No, it's a timeout. Bellevue up 2 goals, 4:06 left to go. Don't go anywhere. Back here, Starfire Sports Stadium. Love all the comments. Love the shout outs. We're getting on the stream today, bringing you in 4K. We'll see if Mercer Island can bring this to a 1-goal contest. As you see, we're getting ready for play. Scott Oshman, Steve Sawyer, glad you're with us. It's been a great, great contest so far, as we thought it would be. Lloyd get it back in his stick there. They'll transfer it back the other way. Gets it through. Tough pass, handled though. Put some pressure on him. Cole Ederer, 16, gets it down, and now.
Yeah, now we're getting to the time, Scott, where I think you're going to see Mercer Island pressing out a little bit farther and putting a lot more pressure on Bellevue.
Dylan looking at it. He has 16 goals, 5 assists on the season. Put some hustle in it. Lombardi with a goal tonight, 99. I always love the 99. 3:16 left. Now Mercer Island's got to get some urgency.
Yeah, Bellevue seems happy to slow it down. They're not in any big hurry.
Jasper loses it but gets it again. Svensson, great at the face-off.
All right, you got short stick at X now.
There it is. Bryant, oh, he had the angle, had nobody there. Chose to get it to Quigley. Squigley loses it. Still down, now back in his stick. And the whistles, and Bellevue with another timeout. Told they get 2 per half. 7-5, 2:26. Mercer Island, time running out, Steve Sawyer. Can they do it? We'll see right after this. 2:29 left to go in the 3A state championship game. So the Islanders, Steve, if you're Coach Ian O'Hearn, he's been here many times. It looks like they are. They're going to start doubling. You gotta do everything you can now. You just need the ball.
Yeah, you're going to probably see Swirling take the off-ball guy, and they're going to play 10-man ride right now or 10-man game. This might be time for the goalie to pull out and start playing some defense, but they're definitely going with triple team.
Quickly taking some blows. He's got triple. And there's a hold call. And it's going to stay Bellevue. Quigley still within the stick. Quigley, the All-American, now just finds the open guy, gets it back to Jasper. Under 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Mercer Island's going to have to press here, Scott, because Bellevue's just happy to hold the ball.
No shot clock in high school lacrosse. Makes it through that. Overton does. There's Bryant wide open and in. But there's a flag. The goal is good. And Wiley Bryant, the senior midi, is second today. And there it is. He just couldn't resist. They left him wide open once again.
Scott, that one's a backbreaker. That's exactly what they didn't want to have happen.
The slide was coming a little late. See what happened to Overton there?
Yeah, Overton got
he took
got
one for the
familiar
team.
with the ground.
Yeah, he took one for the team. 3 goals, a minute 33 left. Bellevue. Gonna add this one, perhaps with 1:42 left. Anything could happen. We've seen crazier things, but another state title. Nick Welton took over in 2016. All that experience. Hank Bethke, Troy Manchester, Blake Wicker, Martin Pasquale.
Scott, it only takes about 15 seconds to score a goal, so Mercer Island has plenty of chance still. But they need this face.
Jasper, Svensson, gonna get it? No! Mercer gets another one. Quick whistle and a quick timeout by Ian O'Hearn. He has 1 timeout left. We'll step aside, minute 30 left. See if Mercer can bring it within 2. Mercer Island with the last chance here. Still a minute 33 left to go, so if they can score a real quick one here, nobody better than Max Hughes with the ball. Hughes turns it. Rebound not there as well. Another save by Lloyd. Now he loses the ball. Ball still gone. Kicked by Bryant. Still down. Who's got possession? Mitch Fisher, 4 and white. He had the rebound right there. That was a crazy. Twice.
Lloyd is on fire.
He really is. And Wiley Bryant's on fire too. He's like in the crowd right now.
Scott Lloyd, 15 saves today.
No way.
Scott Lloyd definitely had to come up big for this game for them to have a chance to win, and look what he does. 15 saves, just standing on his head.
Incredible. Crazy. Bellevue can seal it now as the clock on your screen will go to a minute, and then it's taken officially down on the field. And none bigger than 15 Aiden Overton. He had that huge goal. Passes it out. Jasper thinks about it, thinks twice, gets it back over to Bryant. Bryant been such an emotional leader today. Oh, behind his back, little flips it. Swirling almost gets it. Now another shot, score! And Quigley gets a hat trick.
You know it had to happen. You couldn't hold him down.
Right place, right time. And the All-American senior, Sean Quigley, quickly scoops it and scores. And that should do it under a minute to go. Bellevue with another state title.
Scott, I think that officially shuts the door. Might as well get the face for good measure.
There you go. Jasper Svensson comes out again. Quigley, does he want 4? Stays on his feet. Just getting all kinds of harassment. Tommy Frank, 2 and white, trying to get it away. Finally gets it lost. Still no whistle. Quigley's happy, but he's going to feel this tomorrow.
Scott, I don't think there's any better painkiller than hoisting the state trophy.
Not at all. And there's Lane. There's Wiley Bryant.
Bellevue's definitely feeling it.
He's the pump man. Been an outstanding game. Such an incredible atmosphere. All the students now down, getting ready to get to the field. That is it. That's the game. There they go. And they should give their goalie a huge congratulations. He was spectacular today, Steve.
Yeah, just Lloyd was on fire. Absolutely amazing. He had to play like that against Mercer Island because, like we were saying, they have absolute snipers from the outside on the midfield, and he just not could be stopped. 15 saves today. You have Lloyd, their best player, with 3 goals, but I have player of the game for sure to Lloyd.
No doubt about it. Jasper, awesome at the face-off. He had 1 goal as well for Bellevue. A huge congratulations, though, to the Mercer Island Islanders. Ian O'Hearn getting back here one more time. But Bellevue, the Wolverines, the 2022 3A Boys Lacrosse State Champion. Congratulations to them and everybody. For Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player engineer, Sarah Elvig on camera, and for Steve Sawyer, I'm Scott Oshman saying so long. It's Bellevue, your 2022 state champions. You've been watching this on STSPN.com.